What's good, everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Welcome
sir.
back. Welcome back to another episode. The collective. We got
The collective.
we got I, Mr. Green, Mr. A lot of things. But yeah, they call me Eli outside. Um, yeah, what's up? I got my boy C with me. What's up,
Yes,
C?
sir.
Say
What's
hello.
going on? What's going on? C, Artsy Hippie, Fox, uh, Alien. A lot of different. Just like Elijah said, a lot of different.
A lot
Terms
of
and
different
terminologies.
whole lot of different faces, a lot of different,
Right,
we
right.
we be moving this,
Different
dipping and
lines,
dabbing.
different. Uh
I'm
huh.
a I'm a professional swerver. I've been swerving all my life, so I can be here and I can, I'll go
That's
play.
crazy. That's crazy. You just threw that out there. Like I just seen this video today. It was talking about like basically in short, long story short, like it's really no such thing as balance. Like when you really like an entrepreneur or a man with stuff on you, like be a professional juggler. Like we juggling out
Take this, yeah, nah, for real.
here. We juggling out here.
Mm. But I'm looking cool doing it,
Mhm.
I'm at peace with it, all that. Chair, we waiting on our boy AD. Maybe he'll join, maybe not, but we're gonna keep it
Mhm.
pushing no matter what.
Yes, sir.
So
I
my
got
boy,
faith in my mind.
nah, most definitely. My boy C and I were just talking for a second, briefly about the difference between. I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce the topic. Go ahead.
Basically, basically, the topic is aging versus maturing, and what I mean by that is basically, you know, a lot of people get older, have birthdays, turn another year, so on and so forth. But a lot of people have difficulties maturing or owning up or gaining their responsibilities, reaching those new ages. Some people still in those childish mindsets, or maybe not even mental. It could be mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Just aging versus maturing. That's really like the gist of it. But we gonna get a little into that. Start it all off.
Yeah, nah, that's definitely important. Uh, we are the youngest we're ever gonna be. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting older every day. Me, yeah, it's real.
That's
But
real.
we've all had examples of people that we've seen in life, whether it's family members or people that are just that we just grow up around and stuff like that, who
Mm-hmm.
um especially growing up, in the black community, we look at we do have good examples, but we definitely have a lot of examples that we look at and be like, I don't want to be like that when I
Yeah,
grow
right,
up.
right,
Like,
right.
how many times are you, did you, just grow up and being like, I don't want to be like the people I'm around
Yeah.
or like what I'm seeing,
Mm-hmm.
I was somebody that felt like I was different in a sense from my surroundings. I felt connected for sure. I was connected, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, it's like I always felt like there was just something else out there for me that I needed to kind of find for myself. Um, yeah, I think a big piece of that like is is what I just mentioned is like as you are growing um, every day, it's like, are you somebody who is doing the things that they need to do? Are you like going out there and finding things yourself? or
Mm-hmm.
are you, somebody who's kind of just looking at, what's going on around you, and you know speaking on it. I know a lot of people like to get together. Like I don't like necessarily always having conversations on the phone with my peers all the time, because it's
Mm-hmm.
like people get to start talking about other people, and and just they start talking about what's going on, but it's like ain't nobody necessarily talking about what they're doing,
Right,
about
right, right.
you know
Yeah,
said
definitely.
situation, or whatever whatever the case is. So yeah, it's like, are you somebody who is doing something to for yourself? Like that's a big part of it. We all grow older, and yeah, a lot of people like to have advice for people who are they think are younger than them, or
Mm-hmm.
they may look at them and just see that that they may have something, they may think that they have something above them
Right,
in some
yeah.
sense, and try to you know
Which
hold.
which isn't always the case too, because like I think a good example word for what you describing is stagnancy, because stagnancy, it can stir a lot of things. Like it can from stagnancy, it can give you excuses. It can give you a mindset where it's like, okay, I got this time on my hands. I don't really, how am I going to spend it? And going back to how you said, like, some people use their time talking about others, whether it's a positive or negative way, but it's like you can use that time so much better, so much more with that time. And it's like with through the stagnancy, it's like it can create laziness too. Like you never want to get in the state of mind where you just sitting lazy. It's a difference between being lazy or and just being burnt out or needing a rest day. You can you can have a rest day and still be getting things done or whatever the case may be, but like just bouncing off you saying that, and just the whole you know how you were speaking on, like what you surround yourself with, or how, like, who you use to fill your time with, because it's like you really, someone really with goals, or with a mindset where I'm gonna get this done, I'm gonna knock it off the list, I'm gonna do this and do that. You're not really sitting there all day on the phone or just hanging out, or like even when it comes to relationships, whether it's like marriage or girlfriend boyfriend or whatever you want to call it, like y'all, like if y'all growing together and y'all not really like sitting on the phone at work all day, like you at work, I'm at work, like we talk to each other, like we text, we call, we make time for each other. But if I'm on the clock, that's what it is. You need me, call me, but I'm not gonna sit there for 20, 30 minutes because I gotta get this check for us. You feel me? So it's I think one thing that I like about this topic, it has so many different avenues and so many different roads that you can go down with it. like like how I was saying before, the mentality, the emotional aspect of it. Like a lot of people, they get they get older, they have birthdays, yada yada, but they don't really know how to, they never really learned how to express themselves or handle their emotions or handle that trauma or whatever it may be in their life that they battling. So those problems stick with them through their years. I've known I've known people that's 31 going on 21. I've known people that's 21 going on 31. It all depends. That's why you got people out here um that's like in their 40s and 50s still acting out and still, acting like they in their 20s, 30s and stuff. They never had that they never got to really grow off that, they still fighting those same cycles.
Yeah. No, that's real. Um, and I like how you talked about, that idea of, people not understanding or having the ability to move past, their trauma.
Hmm.
That's a conversation that I had with somebody personally recently. And yeah, it's like we all go through things. Um, and I'm not here to judge anybody's story because
Right, of course, yeah.
it's I heard hella stories,
Hmm.
and
Her scene.
I feel for folk. But it's your decision on like how you move forward and how you carry
Hmm.
yourself. Are you going to you know bring that negative energy that you're dealing with and push that on to people, or are you gonna find a way to you know alchemize that energy, change it,
Right, yeah,
for the
yeah.
better, um
Hmm.
change it, negative into a positive, and be able to feed people, feed the world,
Right.
um
Hmm.
and instead of continuing to let those situations drag you down. um yeah, I think that that's a big piece in you know maturing, is you
Yeah.
deciding how you're gonna uh how you're gonna share your energy.
That's
Bro.
real. That's real. That's real. I like how you said that because I wasn't even at the moment. Like I wasn't even thinking of that aspect of it because it's like there's so many ways to go about. Like you could stay stuck there, or you can find a tool, a resource, an avenue to use to build yourself through it, or even inspire others, like how we do the creative stuff, how we do on the podcast. It looks different for everybody. Like you said, everybody got their own story, everybody got trauma, everybody got things and seasons of their life that they've been through, good or bad, where it's like someone may need to hear that. And you never know how it may be. Like it could, like even sport players talk about, I got into sports because of this reason, or this was my only way out and stuff. And you never know. Like some scientists out here, had rough beginnings and stuff. You never know someone's story unless you dive into it. But I really like that pinpoint on that for real.
Yeah, real talk. And yeah, I mean, shoot, like we men, so first off, it's like our we got to be givers. Like it's
Right,
just
right, right.
we have to be
Mhm.
able to be providers for others.
Mhm.
It's the role that we're in. um so yes, like how are you gonna be able to give in this crazy world, like
Right,
in
yeah.
this society, with
Mhm.
everything going on, how you still gonna be able to stick to your role? No, yeah, again, just no matter what's going on. At the same time, it's like, yeah, maturing is also setting boundaries. It's also, saying no when you need to. Is also, protecting you and yours, like your family,
Mhm.
um, and that as well. It goes both ways. So yeah, there is a lot to in maturing and giving and understanding who you are. Yeah, we have to be people that give, but we definitely also have to set boundaries and say no
No,
when the
definitely,
time
yeah.
is right too. Um,
And that's that whole thing of like being an influence. It doesn't have to be big. Like, you know that saying, if I can reach one person, then that could start a whole army right there. Cause it's like you don't like. I feel like a good example is the whole music scene and you know rappers and stuff like that. Cause it's like you could use your influence for good or bad. Content creators and stuff like that. Like, how are you engaging not only the children or the views, the people watching, but the people around you, your neighbors, your family, stuff like that. Because it's like you could you could lead the you could lead people down the wrong path or the right path, but that's still up to that person to know which path they going down though. Cause going back to that whole maturity thing, it's like I could I could be giving you advice and I could be showing you the way and everything how to do stuff and all that. And I think it's right. I I think I think I'm doing a good deed. But in reality, down the line, it's like I'm messing both of us up. Cause I really didn't get that guidance and I didn't really use them resources to fix my own brain, fix my own heart and mind.
yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of situations where, yeah, people think that they're giving you, you know, guidance and things like that, but you, they may be, but it ain't necessarily the what's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, maturing, it comes with understanding who you are, um, and being able to, you know, move in that, feel comfortable, and having the confidence to move in that, um, and yeah, understanding your path and not letting
Mm-hmm.
any situation or any other people, you know, knock you off of what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, it's like like just that, again, aging. It's like, yeah, I'm getting older, and you can be viewing things like we all have the ability to observe and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. But it's like, what are you doing yourself? How are you carrying your energy and uh and yeah, like just being that light, being that example,
Mm-hmm.
that you are meant to be, not necessarily that you think you're supposed to be from your ego, but like truly what you're meant to be.
Cause it's like how your parents tell you when you're a kid, like you getting older, you get more responsibilities. I'm expecting this of you. I'm expecting that of you. Bring your bring your papers from school. Remember your lunch. Like it's that aspect. It don't stop the older you get, but people
Yeah,
forget that. Like I got this saying. I feel like more of my family or like my inside people have heard me say this more than anything within the house and stuff. But I got this saying where I say, you can cook the chicken, but that don't mean it tastes good. Like you can bake the turkey, that don't mean it tastes good. That don't mean I want to eat it.
no, for real. Yeah, like what have you been putting in? How much you really been investing in and
Yeah.
sacrificing for yourself?
Mhm.
It's like what's really real. And are you, like, again, are you moving, in your purpose, like you said, when you was young and your mom moms was telling you, get get on your grind, like handle your
Mm-hmm.
business, bring those papers home.
Mm-hmm. Like
Like
I shouldn't be telling you to
the
brush your teeth. Like
the
you,
the the,
like
on-
come
the
on,
only
man.
yeah the only thing that knocked you off of that stuff was like really who you was around. Like
Right, right, right,
it's like
right.
you
True.
start getting around folk, you start wanting to just mess around and do other
Mm-hmm.
things,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
all of that stuff distracts you from what it was that you was supposed to be doing in order to
Mm-hmm.
really be your best self. So again,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, are
That's
we
real.
surrounding ourselves with the right folk who are, champion us to do the right things, or are we just, around other distractions who really ain't pushing for us
Right.
to
Mm-hmm.
be successful? They really just want us to, be down with what they down with, which
And
ain't leading to nothing.
and a lot of us go through that fall, that slip. A lot, especially in the black community. A lot of us go through that phase. Some of us make it out. Some of us don't. But a lot of us is almost like sad to say part of the culture almost. But that's a whole another topic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely a big piece of it because yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, for
culture within
real.
itself, like
Yeah.
that's
Especially once you start hitting them ages, like you said, like them preteens, teenager ages, like how when you start surrounding yourself around certain things or specific stuff, it can really mold you, not only mold you, but it can really play an effect for years to come for real, unless you really get a grip on it or get a reality check or really get some type of guidance where it's like, oh yeah, nah, that's not cool, or nah, don't do that, do this, or if you, or just even like you say, staying focused on what you need to do or your passion or what you really enjoy doing or whatever the case may be, and not get discouraged by you know the negativity or whatever. It's like it can not only change your life but change lives. But like I said, a lot, we all fall down that little wishing well. If not all of us, many of us.
nah. Everybody does at some point. It's just
Mm,
just how you get back up. That's all. That's all.
mm-hmm.
How you get back up. But but yeah, everybody has their own path. Everybody has things that they supposed to do in this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, it ain't really nobody else can tell you what that is for you.
Mm-hmm.
All I can do is show you how I stand in being me, and and just try to be the best example of that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, again, it ain't telling nobody who they supposed to be and who and nothing like that. But it's definitely if you see somebody wild and it's like you, have no problem telling somebody, yo, calm down.
Right. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
too,
Right.
for sure.
Right. Speak.
Um,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, nah. And I mean that I guess we can kind of go back into the community aspect a little bit into that, just you know how we move and interact with folks, because
Right.
you
Because to be honest, like a lot of these different topics really revolve around the community aspect for real.
know,
Because
truly.
community, it plays a big part in just about everything for real. Like even the things going on right now, like community plays a big part in everything. What they say, it takes a village, you know. But how your village looking?
Yeah, what is your village focused on?
Right, yeah.
Are they worried about all the craziness that's going on? It's a whole lot of that, or do they got their own stuff? Like,
Mm-hmm.
do they have their own motion?
Mm-hmm.
Are they building building things and creating things themselves that's useful
Right.
and you can learn from stuff like that. We briefly mentioned the culture, and it's like it's the community is definitely influenced by the culture, and
Definitely.
it's positives and negatives that comes with that. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, it's are you able to step out of things yourself, and like you got to be able to be an individual
Right.
um,
Mm-hmm.
first.
Right.
Can you stand on your own? Like, and if you can't stand on your own, then like you don't impress me. Like standing with trying to stand with anybody, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's real. That's you really hit it like on the nose for real, cause it's like it's one thing to be ganged up and have a posse or be grouped up and everything. That's cool. Like have your collective, your people and everything. But it's like, who are you at the end of the day when no one's around, when you don't got those few people with you, when you got handle your own business and stuff. It's like, who are you when it's time to be solo dolo, and that could go with anything. That could go with any type of, however you want to put it, like.
Yeah, and the sooner you find the answer to that question, like the more value you're gonna be to others. Just like the more the more you're gonna be able to build. Um, yeah, it's like just the better off you're gonna be. Like the the more useful you're gonna be, the more
Mm-hmm.
like the more money you're gonna be able to make. The more anything. It's like once you know
Mm-hmm.
who you are, what it is that you stand on, and what you provide, that gives you the opportunity to be able to get out there truly and be able to have motion and be able to make things happen for real.
Yeah, definitely. Cause it's crazy. Like to be honest, the more you spend time alone with it, like a lot, like this actually goes back to the whole maturing aspect and the whole longevity of aging versus maturing and just the mental aspect of it. Maybe not even like the spiritual aspect of it, even because a lot of people, since alive, people haven't really mastered that art of maturing or trying to mature or trying to be better than they were or just not staying stagnant. It's like a lot of people technically can't be in a room by themselves. A lot of people can't sit there you know and to deal with their thoughts and emotions and stuff like that. But when you really learn how to do that and you really learn how to like sit by yourself, like no friends, no family, no outside distractions, like, and you can just sit there and not worry about what you heard today or what you seen today or what you've been told today or whatever. It's like you said, like you start to get the breakdown of who you are.
Yeah, no, for real. Like to your point, just bouncing off is you mentioned like people can't even sit with their thoughts and like gather you know who they just have stuff running through their mind. It's like
Mm-hmm.
once you sit there and like and gather all those pieces, like you 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 got to be able to walk in a room and if you want to make some money, you got to be able to tell people what it is you do, what you provide. You got to
Yeah,
be able
definitely.
to
Mm-hmm.
like what's like what's your business plan? Like
Yeah.
whatever. Like what's your,
Hmm.
you got to like something just.
You gotta think for yourself. You gotta know how to think. You gotta know how to pick up the pace and when to slow it down.
Yeah, people got to better again. Yeah, just be able to walk in a room and let that room know who they are.
That's
Can
that's one thing. That's one thing I'm learning as a father itself. Like with the kids growing up and their little personalities and stuff. Like when do I need to speed up the pace, or when do I need to okay, let's ease up a bit. Or even shoot, I see it in the gym all the time. Like when I hit the gym or boxing or the track or whatever it is, like most you go to the gym right now, most people in there got headphones on. And I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but you hit them machines with nothing in your ear. You hit that treadmill, you hit that, whatever you working on that day. You like it's a whole different mode. Like it's a whole like time moves slower. Like you in your head, like you processing your struggles, you processing your emotions. And it's like I know a lot of people hit the gym too as a form of therapy, but you gotta get the therapeutic part. Like it's cool to listen to music. Like we all listen to music. Like we all got a favorite song, favorite artist. Like I'm not, but it's like you gotta experience that. You know, like shoot, hit that treadmill for a good 10, 20 minutes. No, nothing in your ear. You just staring at the wall with nothing but your thoughts, and you just run. Yeah, like a lot
Yeah.
a lot of people going going get off that treadmill like wow, like I just figured it out. Like
No, yeah, that's real. It's like, are you able to get rid of those distractions?
hmm
A lot of that your answers is gonna come to you sooner. It's like people forget, like, hey, God lives within you, man. It's like
yeah,
he talking to
man,
you all the
like
time. It's like if once you shut out all the distractions, all the noises, it's like everything. I'm gonna just say you shut out the distractions, and the best next step is gonna come to you like that. It's like whatever you're
hmm
supposed to do, like what
hmm
next, whatever the thing you're supposed to do, it's gonna come to you.
hmm
Um, yeah, just chill out. I tell people, me, like I go to the park, walk to the park, and sit dolo. Like just turn everything off and just be there
hmm
with my thoughts. Um, I tried. We be in the city, so I say telling people, hey, yo, get out the city sometimes, bro.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
too much
man,
static going on. Like,
yeah,
dude, like just
man.
do something else, man. Like,
Sometimes you need that slow down.
no, it changes everything. Just puts life into perspective.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and you'll find out again what you need to do, how to move, what's next,
Mm.
what's best for you. Um, but yeah, yeah. Anything else you wanted to touch on for real?
I feel like that was the nail on the head for real. Like I really can't even think of nothing else for real.
Yeah, no, I think we hit that. I think we hit that. We did good. But yeah, no, another episode of the collective.
Yes,
We're
sir.
definitely gonna be back next week, and appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yeah,
Please
appreciate y'all. All
please
love.
share,
You know.
like, and subscribe, and
Mhm.
yeah, we'll be back. Mm.